This is part 2 of standard form to vertex form notes. You will find these notes on page 64 of your notebook. We've already completed examples 1, 2, and 3. In that part 1, we learned to go from standard form to vertex form. What we need to do now is be able to go from vertex to standard. So if you'll open up your notes, you're looking at example 4. I want you to write this statement up here. To go from vertex to standard form, you will use the distributive property. If you remember the distributive property, let's say you have x plus 2 squared. That means you have x plus 2 times x plus 2. You will use the distributive property now. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times 2 is 4. You will then combine like terms. 2x plus 2x will give you 4x plus 4. This is a distributive property. That's what you'll use now. Look at your function you're given. Convert f of x equals x plus 3 squared minus 5 to standard form. X plus 3 squared means you write x plus 3 2 times. So you start out with f of x. That'll be in each step. You write x plus 3, x plus 3. Don't forget minus 5. That's part of the final answer. So now we're going to distribute. X times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times 3 is 9. Bring down minus 5. All that's left to do is combine your like terms. F of x equals. That's the only x squared. It doesn't have any like terms, you bring it down. 3x plus 3x is going to give you 6x. And positive 9 minus 5 are like terms, so that will give you a positive 4. So I use the distributive property, I combine like terms, and then I have standard form. I know this is standard form because I see x squared and I see x. What you should do now is pause this video and try example 5. Hopefully by now you've had a chance and then you actually did try example 5. So I look at this. Example 5 looks a little bit harder than example 4 because I have a 2 in front. I'm going to save that until I deal with x plus 1 squared. So let's get started. You have y equals 2. X plus 1 squared means x plus 1, x plus 1, bring down plus 4. This is your function. I find that for some students it's a good idea to go ahead and put a box around the entire function. Otherwise, you're going to forget about plus 4. And if you forget about plus 4, then you have the wrong answer. I have to multiply these three things together, but I can only multiply 2 at a time. I choose to go ahead and multiply all this first. So x times x is x squared. X times 1 is 1x. 1 times x is 1x, and 1 times 1 is 1, plus 4. I can combine like terms, or I can go ahead and distribute. 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times this x is 2x. And 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4. Combine like terms. Look for the highest exponent first. That's x squared. There's no other x squared, so you start with 2x squared. 2x plus 2x is 4x. 2 plus 4 gives you 6. This is standard form. That's all you have to do to go from vertex to standard. You're using the distributive property.